Well, hello there. It is I think it's the 6th of March. No, it's the 6th of April today, and Good Friday. I have been going through and editing some videos, and I came across some footage from last month that I never actually got round to finishing editing and uploading. So I thought you might still enjoy watching it. So on this video we have got some happy post from March, and also me and Amy out in the snow that we had last month. We had so much snow, the most we've had for quite a few years here in the UK, and I thought you might just like watching that, because it brought a smile to my face when I was watching it again. If you do enjoy it, then please do give it a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing to the channel so that more people get to find the videos that I make. I think there's a little bit more footage that I might put into a second video, just so that it's not too long. And that was just my weekend at the Crochet Sanctuary with Amy and a few other bits and bobs. But I'll see how much I've actually got. But in the meantime, sit back, grab yourself a drink of your choice, and enjoy the video of what we got up to last month. Oh dear. So I've just got back from lunch at the garden centre with my sister, and I don't know if I can just move the camera. Can you see how white it is out there? That's because it's snowing. It's the, what is it, 6th, 7th, 8th of March today, and yeah, they said it was going to snow, and it certainly is. And in fact, that's Mr. Pops just saying he wants to go out, but I'm not sure he will when he realises what the weather is like. Oh, yes. I don't think he's going to be out there for long somehow. So I've come back, and there's quite a pile of post for me, and a couple of bits are happy posts, so I thought I'd just share them with you. So when I was at IKEA last weekend with Amy, our plans, what had happened? Oh, we went to Hobbycraft, that was it, and they didn't have what she needed. She wanted to make some 3D cards, and they didn't have what she needed, so we consoled ourselves by going into IKEA and having meatballs for lunch. But while we were there, we picked up a couple of bits. You always do, don't you? You go in, nothing really that you need, and then as you're wandering around, you see lots of little bits. So I'll show you what I got. I'll show you one of the things I got, and that was this little teapot with the infuser in the middle. Can you see that? So the idea is you put tea leaves in there, and then fill the jug part with boiling water, let it stew for 4 minutes or so, and then you've got a nice cup of tea. But I don't drink tea, but I did get into tea. I know that sounds crazy, doesn't it? I don't drink tea, and I bought myself a teapot. But I got into flavoured teas, not fruity ones, flavoured ones at Christmas. If you remember my Vlogmas videos, I had an advent calendar from my sister Suzanne, and there were nice winter spice teas and green teas, things like that. And I really enjoyed it, found it quite refreshing. And of course, I know it's not a gadget, but it's a new kitchen implement, and I do love things like this. So I've always wanted one, so I got one, but obviously then no tea to put in it. So I thought, well, what about a tea subscription? Let's see where I can buy some loose tea. And of course I came across, you can get everything on the internet, can't you? Bird and Blend tea. And I'm sure I can remember one of the other vloggers that I watch, possibly Ali from This Little Wonderful Life. I think she likes Bird and Blend, or it could be Michelle from Sewing Bunny. But anyway, Bird and Blend, I've heard of it before. And sure enough, they do a subscription. So I signed up to a 3-month tea subscription. Had no idea what I was going to get. Looks like you get 3 packets of tea a month. I've just opened it and I was not expecting these flavours. So let me show you. We have cream egg flavour. So described on here as the ultimate vegan chocolate Easter tea. So that is interesting. Oh, it's a Sri Lankan black tea with cocoa nibs, cocoa shells, jasmine blossom, sunflower petals and natural flavouring. So that's that one. The next one is hot cross bun tea. Fragrant cinnamon and sultana buns. That's what it says it smells like. Now I think that could be pretty nice. So that's rooibos, Sri Lankan black tea, cinnamon, hibiscus, apple pieces, rosehip, orange peel, lapsang souchong black tea and flavour. I think that could be quite nice, that. Now the best before dates on these are August of next year, and they're 20-gram pouches. I mean, obviously once you've opened them, you want to, you wouldn't want it sitting around all that time. And then last but not least, Vicky's sponge cake. And it says, think vanilla sponge cake with a dollop of raspberry jam. So that's Sri Lankan black tea, freeze-dried raspberry, raspberry leaves, desiccated coconut and natural flavouring. So, yeah, I was not expecting flavours quite like that. And every month for 3 months I will get tea, 3 bags of tea delivered. So I might treat myself to a little cup of tea this afternoon. I'm all coffeeed out. I think I had about 3 coffees this morning before I went out, and then I've had 2 flat white coffees at the garden centre. So I think I've had enough coffee. So I think I'll have a cup of tea. So that's rather nice. And then another piece of happy mail is from Mr. B's reading it. What is it called? Mr. B's Emporium. It's my book subscription. Now, I had my first book delivered last month. It's a long time since I've read an actual book. I very often use a Kindle, and audiobooks are what I've been listening to for a long time now, just because I can multitask. But I really fancied getting back into reading a physical book. My son is off on an adventure in Australia at the moment, and so I wanted to find new things that would keep me occupied. And I thought reading was a pretty good thing to do, something new, something different. And the book last month was called The Good Marriage. It was set in America. I don't often read sort of books set in America. I don't know why, but I actually really enjoyed it. It was very, very good. Very good, and it kept me guessing all the way. It was a whodunit kind of thing, detective, Mr. Murdery thingy-bobby, and it kept me right up until the last couple of chapters guessing as to who had done it. But it was good, and I was concerned that I wouldn't finish it before the next book arrived, but I did. I finished it last week or the weekend. I think it was the weekend I finished it. So, I've been the last couple of days, been like, right, ready for the next book to arrive. And here it is. So let's open it. What I liked about the book club when I signed up was that each month it is curated individually to your interests, and it's not just that, right, this month the book club book is this. They pick a book specifically for each customer, and they give you a tease you know, a week or so before it's due to be sent out. They send you details about the author. You can choose not to receive any of that information if you want. You can have it as a total surprise. But I selected to have a little teaser, because then if you, when they send you the details of the author, they don't tell you the book, they just tell you the details of the author. And if when you see who it is, you think, oh no, I don't like their style of writing, I don't want to receive it. Or you might think, oh, I've read quite a few of their books. You can email back and, you know, either ask for more information or say, yes, I'm quite happy to receive it, or no, I'd rather not receive that one, and they'll send you an alternative. And that was, but prior to that, you'd had to fill in a big questionnaire about the authors you like, authors you don't like, the style of book you like, style of writing. So I felt quite safe with this subscription box. So here we go. This is my second month. And the author this month is Monica Wood. And as you can see, it comes wrapped beautifully in this paper with a seal there. So let's see what this book is. Trying to get it off without tearing it, and I think I am going to have to break the seal. So this one is The 1 in a Million Boy by Monica Wood. So it says, the 1 in a million boy and the 104-year-old woman who saved his family. Let's see what the blurb on the back says. The story of your life never starts at the beginning. Don't they teach you anything at school? So says a 104-year-old owner to the 11-year-old boy who's been sent to help her out every Saturday morning. As he refills the bird feeders and tidies the garden shed, owner tells him about her long life, from first love to second chances. Soon she's confessing secrets she has kept hidden for decades. One Saturday he doesn't show up. Owner starts to think he's not so special after all. But then his father Quinn arrives on her doorstep, determined to finish his son's good deed. The boy's mother is not so far behind. Owner is set to discover that even at her age, the world can surprise you, and that sometimes sharing a loss is the only way to find yourself again. Interesting. So that is my book for this month. Very different to the murder mystery last month, where the woman murdered was called Amanda. Obviously, my name's Amanda, so that was a little bit too close to home. But did make me laugh, I have to say. So I'm looking forward to reading that. Right, off to make my cup of tea, I think. Well, my pot of tea, isn't it? And get some work done. All right. Did we need your long boots, Amy?
I haven't got any under
we did. Oops. Look at that, Amy. No one's walked on this yet. See, it's just all our footprints, isn't it, that's going to appear. Go on then. Oh. Oh, nearly. Nearly. Amy, it's getting deep.
I know.
You're definitely going to have to get changed when we get in.
Yes.
Ah. You got a snowball?
Trying to make one.
You're trying to make it, and what are you going to do with that snowball? Oh! You managed to get me in the head.
I don't know how.
No, I don't know how. You need to watch your back, young lady.
The snow is so easy to make snowballs.
It is, isn't it? Oh dear. You got snow in there, Amy?
Yes.
Well, I hope you enjoyed watching that video. Isn't Amy's laugh infectious? I can't help but smile every time I watch that video of her trying to walk in the snow. It was so deep. And because we've not had any deep snow in the UK, we'd actually got rid of her long Wellington boots that she finds quite hard to get on and off. And we'd bought her just some ankle Wellingtons because, like I say, we don't get really bad snow here in the UK. So bless her, she ended up with all snow down the front of her boots. But as you can see, she did not mind at all. She had an absolutely fantastic time. Enjoy the rest of your day and thanks for watching. Bye for now.